Due Process, 16 seasons, 19 Emmys. We looked a little younger.
You've joined us on a journey behind the badge, behind the bar, even the bench. I'm Ray Brown, and what we've tried to bring you is an inside look at our legal system through the eyes of a longtime criminal defense lawyer, that's me, and a longtime reporter on social and legal justice. That's our senior producer, Sandra King.
And since today we wrap our first Due Process season, we thought we'd look back at where we've been.
And since then, there have been countless other stories and people. Still, our mission hasn't changed.
It's been another big year for law and justice, from the ongoing fight over medical marijuana to the still elusive goal of gay marriage. I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Sandra King, and on the next two editions of Due Process, what's become an annual tradition here, our end-of-year look back at justice stories in New Jersey.
The stories that might not otherwise be told. The important issues.
Call your next witness.
The essential facts. The familiar and the not so familiar faces. Nearly a decade of serious talk.
We have the responsibility not only to punish those who committed the attack, but more important, to prevent future attacks.
Serious stories.
This is the execution chamber.
Serious people.
New issues come before courts that perhaps we wouldn't even have thought of a decade ago.
Let's stop talking about enforcement policies that don't work, and let's start talking about what we really do about the drug problem.
George Will, after the trial, said Johnny Cochran's a great lawyer and a bad citizen.
You hear the lawyer jokes, the lawyer bashing, but this is good stuff.
I don't believe that the safe haven law and what Mary is espousing are mutually exclusive.
To show you how politics works, and then I'm going to sit down, because I don't want to shock you too much. I'm just being mild with you tonight.
For every 7 people executed in this country, there is 1 person taken off death row on the grounds of new evidence of innocence.
And then there were the stories. Real people confronting real questions of law and justice.
My father has been in prison, and my mother is in prison now, but I have nothing to be ashamed of.
The janitor who spent 13 years behind bars until DNA finally freed him.
I think they wanted somebody, and they found somebody.
The 8-year-olds arrested in the name of zero tolerance.
Did you tell the class I'm going to kill all of you?
No.
The American citizen thrown off a flight because a fellow passenger thought he looked suspicious.
It's just really based upon my physical appearance. I fit a profile.
The mother on crusade in the wake of Megan's murder. America in crisis. On the battlefield.
Johnson kept telling me that it was my job to find a way out of Vietnam.
And at home. The war on drugs. It's more than quadrupled our prison population. 1 in 100 American men and women behind bars. The shameful memories.
About my 40 acres and my mule.
The hopeful tomorrow.
The future is now. The future is Newark.
And we've brought the public into criminal court.
You purposely and knowingly caused the death of Irving Flax.
Drug court.
I told you you're on trial every day, sir.
Truancy court.
Your child, Jose, was out 47 days.
Small claims court.
His testimony is much more persuasive.
We've looked at crime and punishment, at justice and injustice.
I think all the time my destiny was to survive.
We've looked at problems facing lawyers.
People don't understand how you could represent somebody who may turn out to be guilty or who you may even suspect or believe is guilty.
About those who would be lawyers.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Fatima Shafiq, and I represent Will Smith, the petitioner.
But whether it's a question of medicinal marijuana affirmative action,
seeking,
or the future of the pledge. Due process makes the complex comprehensible. And it's just the beginning of law and justice stories that need to be told. Just the beginning of a shared commitment to the highest standard of journalism. Never forgetting that our focus is justice.